Hi, everybody. Good evening. My name is Mary, or good afternoon, wherever you are. I'm sitting in my little meditation room in Liverpool, Nova Scotia. I think most of you are American. Anyway, doesn't matter. One world. But if you don't know where Nova Scotia is, it's actually Latin for New Scotland, and we're on the far east coast of Canada. Not too far from New York as the crow flies, actually. The coordinators of this Footsoak and meditation group have very kindly invited me to lead the Footsoak tonight. And I didn't even know this group existed, so I'm very happy to know about it now. And I'm very happy to do so. And I hope that whoever you are or wherever you are, that you're fine tonight, that you're okay, that you feel good, that you've had a good day. And it's very nice to know that we're, yeah, connected in Sahasrara, and that we can communicate through the ether. One of the blessings of Sri Krishna, and actually be in Sahasrara together for the short time that we have. Before we begin, I've been asked to also not just introduce myself, but introduce a very interesting Sahaj project with which I've been involved since, to be honest, since about 2016, and that's the Devi International Boarding School. So, of course, some of you are longtime yogis in this group, and some of you have more recently begun your journey and your experiment with truth, we can say, your growth in Sahaja Yoga and the practice of this fantastic meditation, which, as we will soon see, includes a nightly or an evening or late afternoon Footsoak, which is really one of the, I don't know, one of the easiest cleansing techniques that we have in Sahaja Yoga, which I just can't do without now. I questioned it at the beginning. I thought it was a little odd. I was like, why do we soak our feet? How does that have anything to do with meditation? But now it's something that, yeah, that I've found that I can't do without. And I remember her name is Meenakshi in Kitchener, Ontario. The first classes I was going to about Sahaja Yoga in 96, Meenakshi was saying the same, that she finds she can't really sleep well without a Footsoak. And I thought, this is strange. What is this Sahaja Yoga? And now here I am in August 2024, saying the same. Back to the Davy School. So you will see here our school's website, which, fun fact, actually, the Davy School website is currently under construction. So although this website, okay, I have to be honest here, I'm not a tech person at all. And I'm not the one who's working on this website, but it is under construction. And I believe this one is still active and you can still apply for jobs through this website and other things. But we are moving to a new website. But this is the Davy School. So the Davy School is a middle school, high school, which was started in September 2017. Located in Mill Village, Nova Scotia, which is 13.5 minutes down the highway from where I'm sitting right now. I do the drive every day. I could probably do it with my eyes closed. It's a tiny, beautiful, picturesque storybook village of about 700 people, where we have a large school, which was operational from, I think, the mid 1950s or late 1950s until it closed in 2014, just because there weren't enough children around for it to continue as a public school. And then they put this school for sale. It's on 5 acres in front of a beautiful river. It's called the Medway River. And nobody wanted it. It's a really large building with high ceilings and big, big windows. So this is Canada. We have winter here, obviously. So hard to keep it clean, hard to keep it warm. So no one wanted to take it on. And then the municipal politicians, you can say, the councillors in this area. It's a very, very lightly populated part of the world where I'm sitting right now, a rural part of Nova Scotia. They said, okay, well, we got to get rid of this building, let's see if someone can take this building who wants to develop a not-for-profit profit project, we will give it to them for $1. And my husband, Marcel, from Switzerland, thought it would be a good idea if we tried to get the school and start a middle school, high school. And we had been thinking about that for a few years. That's another story of how we could start a middle school, high school for young people who practice Sahaja Yoga in the West. And lo and behold, long story short, we were able to obtain this beautiful school building for $1, $1 on 5 acres. I mean, it's really a miracle, actually. It's gorgeous, this village where we live. So you can see here, there's a picture of a nearby beach. We're right on the ocean. It doesn't mean that the school's right on the ocean, but I mean, the ocean is just down the road from where I am right now, and we're a very short drive away from the ocean, the Atlantic Ocean. Yeah, this is just a short drive from where we are. We started with 24 students and a handful of staff who were brave enough to come at the beginning. And we just haven't looked back. This is very cute, actually. So this is a picture of the school, and this post was there when we, I shouldn't say purchased the school, when we were gifted the school for $1. May peace prevail on earth. It's written in 4 languages around this post, which we liked very much. But here you can see the school. So it's 2 stories and lots of space around, lots of playing area. We are just starting next month our 8th academic year, and we have had students graduating with the Canadian High School Diploma for the last 5 years. This academic year coming, we will be welcoming about 70 kids. So we've grown from 24 students to about 70. That's a lot of tweens and teens in one place living together who don't go home at the end of the day or at the end of the week. So it's a big undertaking, but it's lots and lots of fun. And the reason why, well, Shamadaji, this is the brilliance of Shamadaji is actually a Sahaj school. So a place where young people, many of whom were actually born in Sahaja Yoga, can study and be proud to practice their meditation and live together and play together and eat together, following the general guidelines of Shamadaji. And of course, we're all in, as we said from the beginning, different stages of our growth in Sahaja Yoga, our exploration of how we feel when we meditate, how we feel when we Footsoak. Perhaps some of us have already come together to the collective to meditate, or even gone on a tour, and our journey of discovering more and more of the brilliance and the generosity actually of Shamadaji and her teachings. So to be able to live together and study together in a place where we all recognize that Shamadaji is a very special spiritual personality, and our teacher and our guru in Sahaja Yoga, is wonderfully relaxing. And it's a place where the kids can really be themselves and not be shy that they meditate. And they also learn to grow together as young people, as I said, adolescents and teenagers, tweens and teens, recognizing that in Sahaja Yoga, we can see each other actually as family, actually as brothers and sisters. It's a nice idea to say, as I said at the beginning of this Zoom, it's all one world, where we are actually all family, all human beings sharing this home, this beautiful Mother Earth. But we can say in a very direct and specific way in Sahaja Yoga, recognizing each other as brothers and sisters. And that's one of the wonderful parts of living together with these kids and studying together. We're seeing a lot of the same. This is the hostel, the main building where we all eat, and the youngest boys sleep upstairs, and you saw little cottages. Some of the older students live out in the cottages. These pictures are from, I think, our first year. So it's not that anything has changed. All those little cottages are still there, but we have grown and we've been able to secure a few more buildings. This is the beautiful Medway River. Medway, Midway. We try to stay in the center in Sahaja Yoga. Everything's organized very nicely here for us. This is our general store. It's very cute. I told you it was rural here. It's very cute. We have a river, we have a post office, and we have a general store. So this is just over the bridge from where the kids live. It's very, very cute. Actually, what you're looking at there is taken from the bridge. So the big house that we saw at the beginning, the big white house, you walk across a bridge, crosses this river, and then you pass this very cute general store, and you keep walking up that road, up along that river, where you can see there's a white house there in the distance. And you keep going, walk about 15 minutes, and then you see the school on the left. So the kids actually walk to school in this little storybook place every day. Very safe place, very, very cute. Yeah, this is also taken from the bridge. Yeah, and this is taken just across the river at the ocean. I mean, we have the ocean very, very close. So what we're going to do tonight is, as I mentioned, a foot soak, as we all know. And actually, a foot soak is not limited to a bucket. A foot soak can, of course, happen at the ocean, grandfather sea, as we can say. And if you have not yet had a foot soak at the ocean, well, some of you might not be close to the ocean, but even a river, actually, or a stream where the water flows, or, obviously the water is naturally salted at the ocean, and in a stream or a river, it's not going to be. But you can also foot soak there, and it's very, very nice to foot soak in the nature if you haven't had that experience. Yeah, so again, I'm Mary, and yeah, I work at the Davy School. Happily have done so for about the last 8 years. And a little nod for those of you who are newer in your practice of Sahaja Yoga to the larger and wider world of the global Sangha, as we say, the global collective. And Sahaja Yoga, it's more than we think it is. There's more to it. Yeah, and Sahaja education is just one small but very important aspect of the global nature of Sahaja Yoga. Yeah, so it's my little intro. So I welcome you into my little meditation room in Liverpool. And yeah, wherever you are, I hope you feel as cozy. I don't know if you can hear the crickets outside. Outside the sun has set now, but I hope that it's quiet and peaceful wherever you are. Let's begin. Hopefully we have our foot soak bucket in front of us. I was smiling when I read the little instructions at the beginning. It said, fill your foot soak bucket with lukewarm water. My foot soak bucket is filled with freezing cold water. So yeah, you've probably already heard about this or talked about it in other foot soaks, that you can also adjust the temperature as per how you're feeling. So I've had a wonderful day. I hope, as I said, that you all have as well. I've had a very busy day with a lot of mental work required. So when we feel that way, that it's going to be, oh gosh, okay, it's going to be a little bit hard to meditate tonight. I don't know if I can go thoughtless. We know that we need to cool down. Make your water a little bit colder. Sometimes I even add ice. That's gonna blow some minds, but yeah. So we want the heat of the right side to go into the water. On the other hand, this is much less my problem. If you're feeling lethargic, if you've had a tough day emotionally, if you're, I don't know, feeling sleepy, or it's past bedtime and you think you're going to nod off during the foot soak, you're going to not put ice in your foot soak, and you're going to have it a little bit warmer, but you want to be comfortable. Okay. Without further ado, let's raise our Kundalini. And when we do so, of course, we start to put our attention inside. And our hands help to signal to our subtle being. Now we are going to try to shut off that ego and superego. That sometimes seemingly endless stream of thoughts and plans, sometimes daydreams that are coming in the mind. Before we put our feet in the water, we're going to take the mantra of Sri Sumudra Devata. So let's do that together, holding our hands above the water. Om Tvameva Sakshat Sri Sumudra Devata Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah. We can give a little bandhan to the water as well if we like. You may be sitting where you have a photo of Shamataji. Besides the photo, this beautiful photo that we can see in the group now on the call. Shamataji with her beautiful broad smile and this white sari that has some design. And the large bindi on Shamataji's forehead. So let's take a moment, if we're sitting in front of our own picture of Shamataji, an actual photograph, that's also good. We can keep our eyes open for a moment and see Shamataji. And if we're having our Footsoak with the laptop, we see Shamataji. And we may have already experienced this or experimented with this, that if we see Shamataji's bindi, this kumkum powder, which is covering Shamataji's Agya chakra, the 6th chakra, we might find that just seeing Shamataji's bindi helps to slow or even stop our thoughts. See Shamataji for a moment. We may already feel that our breathing slows down a little bit. And relax your shoulders. Relax your shoulders. Hands open. We can pray to this divine energy which exists in each of us, exists in the Mother Earth, through and around and above all of us and all living things. We pray that this energy helps to take us beyond our thoughts. So whether we've had, as I mentioned, like me, a busy day on the mental level, or perhaps we were running around much busier using our physical body and our physical force and energy. or we've had a day where it's been taxing on the emotions, something going on in our life, which is intense emotionally. I'm going to go beyond this now when we meditate. Let's take our right hand, keep our left hand on our lap, and just slowly come up the central channel. You can touch the top of our head. Touch the Sahasrara. Mother Kundalini, please come to the top of my head. Please come to my Sahasrara. Mother Kundalini, please take me beyond my thoughts tonight, beyond my emotions. Let me be connected with you in the present. And with this all-pervading divine energy. I surrender. I surrender all my thoughts, all my worries, all my ideas and problems, all my concerns. Mother Kundalini, I surrender. I have this beautiful photograph of Shamaji at the ocean. Yeah, so when we have Footsoak at the ocean, it's generally a standing Footsoak, which also works and is also great. What I would like to do is just put a bit of attention on the right Swadhisthana. Feels a little bit hot, so we know how to balance the left and the right. If we forget, doesn't matter, we can check later. But what we'll do tonight is put a bit of attention on the liver, the right Swadhisthana, the center of our attention. So put our left hand over on the lower portion of our abdomen on the right hand side. We want to clear and cool this center, in particular through this Footsoak, so we can be more fully in meditation. So this is the seat of our attention, the home of our liver, very important organ. So here we can take the mantra of Shri Nirmala Chitta. So Nirmala means pure and Chitta is attention. Om Tvameva Saksha Shri Nirmala Chitta Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah. Here we invite the Mother Kundalini into our right Swadhisthana. Here we say, Mother Kundalini, please cleanse, purify, cool, and strengthen my right Swadhisthana. Please purify my attention. Please cool down all my mental and physical activity. Let any excess heat from my liver, from my right Swadhisthana, be absorbed into this Footsoak. We're going to watch our attention for a very brief moment. If it helps to keep your eyes open, please do so. So Sri Chandrama is actually the moon, cooling radiance of the moon. So we pray for this cooling element to come into our right Swadhisthana, that the power, this cooling power of the moon be imbibed here in our attention, in our right Swadhisthana. So we're going to take the mantra Sri Chandrama. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Chandrama Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah. Shri Mother Kundalini, verily, you are the cooling radiance of the moon. And speaking of cooling our liver, our right Swadhisthana, you may already have it in place. So I have my ice pack, which I'm putting, just tuck it into the waist of the pants. I put it on the area of my liver, the right Swadhisthana, when I foot soak to cool that down. So if I have the ice pack there, I don't put my left hand, but I give a bandhan. So let's put our left hand on our lap and let's give a bandhan to the right Swadhisthana. We're going to take the mantra of Shri Chit Shakti. So Chit is the attention and Shakti is the power. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Chit Shakti Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah. Shri Mother Kundalini, verily, you are the power of my attention. Please give me strong, deep, sustained attention. Just give gentle bandhans. Again, watch our attention. So we're not drifting off in daydreams or running through our mental to-do list. Again, we see what works for ourselves. We see Shamadaji. I'm looking at my own photo here. If it helps our attention to close the eyes, it's also fine. And the final right Swadhisthana mantra we will take is a bit different, bit special. So we can have our right hand on the lap, left hand, fingers pointed towards the sky, towards the ether. And this mantra, we don't say Shri because this mantra is praying and asking that any excess heat, this negativity that comes through, is removed from our body in the form of heat, that this be absorbed into the ether, actually, through our left arm and the left fingertips into the ether. So without Shri, we take the mantra of Sarva Tapa Harini. Om Tvameva Sakshat Sarva Tapa Harini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah. Mother Kundalini, please let all excess heat from my right Swadhisthana, from my entire right channel, be absorbed into the ether. Put our left hand down. It's funny, I was always told that when you foot soak, you should have your eyes open to help clear the agya. But I think, in Sahaj, we become our own guru, and as we do so, we see what works. So the last thing I want to say is just, if we find that our attention is stronger with the eyes closed, we can close them. But in general, it is a good idea when we foot soak to have some time with the eyes open. Okay. We're going to do a short meditation. So nice when we have had a foot soak to meditate afterwards, so we can really enjoy the benefits of this clearing. So let's rinse our feet. Obviously, we need to dump our buckets into the loo, but we'll do that. We don't have a lot of time together, so we'll do that after. So we just set this aside. You can empty it later, yes. Put this aside. So normally I would sit on the floor for this part, but if I sit on the floor, I'm going to completely disappear. So I will stay here. And once again, hands on our lap, we want to sit up straight so that the Kundalini has a nice, easy passage along the central nervous system, but our shoulders are relaxed. And so beautifully, Shamanaji has told us that meditation is effortless, but our attention is important. So when we meditate, if we find ourselves drifting off, thinking, planning, maybe some emotions start to creep in, we just gently bring our attention back up to the Sahasrara. Even as we started, we can bring the hand up where we can touch the Sahasrara. What really works for me is to see Shamanaji. We can close our eyes again. Say, Mother Kundalini, please help me to meditate. Surrender all my thoughts to this all-pervading divine energy. Mother Kundalini, please help me to feel the peace of my spirit. Please help me to feel the joy of my spirit. Maybe because the Davy school where I spend most of my days now is on a river. There's a little Sahaj song that we often sing with the kids, which I will sing for you guys. It's very short and it's very cute. And it makes me think of this Medway River, as I said, the Midway, this central path, and that we are all connected. And personally, I've always felt a very strong connection to the Mother Earth and to nature. That's the Canadian in me, which has been there since I can remember, my first memories. And when I discovered Sahaja Yoga, or Sahaja Yoga discovered me, it felt very natural, kind of a logical and natural next step, that this energy was something that actually not only could take us beyond our thoughts, but actually connect us all. So I like this, the imagery of the river, which never ceases, like this energy inside. The river is flowing, flowing and flowing. The river is flowing back to the sea, back to the sea. Mother will carry me, her child I will always be. Mother will carry me back to the sea, back to the sea, back to the sea. Let's end as we began. So let's open our eyes. Let's see the photograph of Shamataji. So we will all do this. We will all see Shamataji without thinking. I'm going to see my photograph. There's also a beautiful photograph on the screen. As I said, you can see Shamataji's bindi. So our full attention up in Sahasrara. This is where we are all going to meet now without thinking. We're relaxed. Everything is relaxed and quiet inside, but we are alert. Say, Mother Kundalini, I surrender. Please help me to meditate. So some of us may stay on. There will be some music if you want to meditate a bit longer. I hope you could feel what I felt, nice vibrations, nice people who have joined tonight. It's really, really very wonderful. I have been asked by the coordinator to perhaps put up donation page. This was not my idea. This is my little, yeah. I have to say that this was not my idea. I was very, very happy to be part of this group who are meditating. Foot soaking, again, as I said, which I didn't know anything about it, and it's very nice to meditate together in the ether, even though we can be really far away distance-wise. We're always very close, just here. It's very, very close. Direct link to donation page. So my good brother, friend, and colleague, Michael Fuseli, direct link to donation page. I've just sent that. I don't know, where should I send that? Anyway, I think that's going to work in case. So the reason why the organizers have asked that we put this up is because, as I mentioned, we started with 24 kids and we have a very long waiting list. There's very high demand, not just for the Davis School, but for Sahaja schools around the world, for kids to come and learn and play and pray together, in the Mariadas of Sahaja Yoga. And with inflation the way it is these days, it's really financially not so easy, because we try to make the tuition, all of the Sahaja schools, we try to keep it affordable so that parts of the world where you just don't earn as much as we do in the West are able to come, and the tuition wouldn't be a barrier for the child to come. So we are very, very, very grateful for donations, big and small. Every little bit helps that come our way. So that's all I will say about that. And more importantly, thank you everybody for joining. Thank you very much for inviting me into your home, wherever you are. Yeah, I feel very peaceful, and I hope that you all do too. And it's my understanding that our good friend and brother Pawan will put some music now for those who want to stay to meditate. Take it easy, everybody. Take it easy. Much love.